Okay, let's go for it. Let's go for it. This will be fun. This will be interesting. Not quite 35 years ago. Almost everything I've been letting myself look at lately is stuff I wrote 35 years ago. 35 years ago. This is 10/11/91, so not quite 35. But I picked this one tonight because this is a little bit how I was feeling maybe today. Actually, I was feeling better than this today. Saw a pretty girl and talked to her, flirted a little bit. So it just keeps me alive, right? However, there are times where a person might feel, well, here's one titled, What I Feel. All right. And I'm not real comfortable with this whole recording setup, but I just put the cell phone there, and I'm just going to try to do this. Okay. 35 years ago, I wrote What I Feel. My ability to converse articulately seems fast fading. I reach for a way to continue. I search in my mind for the answer to how will I bring someone into my life. Its reply is faded. The mind not able to continue to plan, though still I see and feel and know the desire for love of another. I know the ability to love even more as I experience the quiet loneliness of being without it. Words are so important to the process of acquiring. Acquisition is so important to mental health. Acquisition of all sorts of needs is necessary. But the recognition that I have not acquired enough yet brings my silence. Silently I go about what business I have, with no strong pride. I lose ability to express. Need dictates that I should express myself better and more than ever. I fall into myself for answers and so a comfort. Silently I know how love could be. Slowly my ability to express my gaining knowledge to others escapes. No need to fear the loss of the knowledge of what I need. That knowledge remains as I feel it daily. Silence, like a word, is a temporary thing, as long as we live and have vocal cords and ability to speak. My ability to tell what I must to find and acquire that closeness I need will not be gone forever. I will find my way to articulate speech again. I will flirt with beauty desired again. I will impress again. My feelings will be found and expressed well again, and my silent and awkwardly spoken life will be behind me once more, to be understood and explained as I will. Love and desire. Soon I'll speak clearly what I feel. I recorded this on another device a couple of days ago, now that I remember. And I remember saying, I guess it could also just be titled Love and Desire, couldn't it? Should I do another one? Who, a lover or a fool? I didn't look up at the camera one time for that last one. Yeah, lover or a fool? Who am I? He asks himself as he sits next to it. Oh, this is 3/22/91. So over 35 years ago I wrote this. A lover or a fool? Who am I? He asks himself as he sits next to a desirable girl. She'll want to know. What will I tell her? I can tell her of the beauty I see in her, but she'll want to know about me. He is a truly lonely guy who spends time writing to bring the company of those who read into his life, and who walks in public with the knowledge of that and more. He is a very sensitive man who feels how others feel, more than tells how he does, though he's easily hurt. He doesn't wish to push himself on others, though he desires to be known. He is a man who does what he must, and as time has continued, he's seen to it that what he must do is kept to a minimum. He doesn't do much, though capable, and though much seems to go on around him, and his involvement is a catalyst, a stimulant to those people and things happening around him, he remains low-key for the most part, sure of when his input is important, needed, or wanted. He doesn't always give freely, but giving for him is unavoidable. In one way or another, he does. So is a man what he does? Or is there any value to a man who thinks? A man who thinks of his value, but does not always offer it. She will want to know who I am, he thinks. He wants to offer to her himself, but how does he describe who he is? And what will she see in him to show? He is happy to be alive. He is sad and cries. He sees and loves beauty. He feels and knows despair. He desires to really show himself, but seldom does he any more. Would she want to know? Who am I? I am he that she sees as I see her. I am what I want to show her she is. Valuable. But she probably won't know. She wants to know me better, not herself. But in the end, she'll tell me anyway. Who am I? A lover or a fool? She'll tell me anyway. Who am I? A lover or a fool? "35 years ago. Must have been a fool." To be honest. No, I can't. I'm not up for it. I'm not particularly pleased with my tone. This is all kind of a test for me. I tried to put some fake teeth in here, and they don't work. I couldn't get them to work for me, and it would look so much better. Well, I couldn't, and then I just now tried again to see. I can't even talk with the things in anyway. So I'm just going to have to be used to this old lumberjack look. 8 minutes and 37 seconds. How many? Why don't I just just keep reading? 35 years ago. Well, this is 35. Oh, this one's 36 years ago. Oh, we're getting back to one of the early ones here. I only wrote from starting in around 1990 and ending around 93 or 94. And once I had figured out everything, once I figured it out. Love hurts. Is that I just thought of that song, and trying to make light of what did I figure out. And what I'm saying is, what I've always said is, the reason I stopped writing is I looked at, and a lot of it is kind of just yearning, and I've looked at a few of these types of feelings from or ideas or instances from every angle I could think of, and wrote about it. And then I've covered all the angles, you know what I mean? I've covered every way that I could look at the situation, relationship type of thing, or I'm not sure, because I got a lot of different topics, but yeah. All right. I'm going to go, let's see, it's like 10 minutes now, 10 minutes, 35 seconds. And it's my very first attempt at anything like this. And you know what? I mean, why should I care? Why should I care? I wrote this over 36 years ago. And maybe it has some value to be heard now, if it wasn't heard then. I know that some of these certainly have been read and they've been heard 35 years ago. And mostly I wrote as much as I did and put it away, and very rarely do I bring this book out. But I thought, why not share some of these things? But to what end? Maybe we could discuss that in some other videos, because I do certainly have some ideas that I could relate that aren't just along these lines. How about this one? This is probably, I'm sure it's the longest title I have of any. I write these one-page things. I started doing that. Let's see, starting with the search, which was it? I want to say April of no, it's June of '90 was the first thing I just put free, and I'll read it sometime. But it was free verse or something, just whatever you feel like writing, and just whatever comes out, and so just whatever fills a page. So here I've got a lot of things that they just fill a page, and I thought, and sometimes not even that. I even got one here called Proposal. A lot of them there. All right, so I backtracked from this one. Yep, longest title ever, 36 years ago. Why don't I just 13 minutes now? What should I do? Go for 20, 25? That's a long time for YouTube or any platform that nowadays. I mean, kids these days, Oh boy, the kids these days. Yeah, what do they think of? What do they come up with next? Oh man. Yeah. Makes me think of my first mini bike I talked my dad into getting for me. Kids these days. Gotta have a mini bike, huh? Yeah. Well, pretty much gotta. And so we did end up with a mini bike, and a lot of stories and adventures to follow, and not just on the mini bike. All right, did you ever meet a guy that cried every night? I actually handed this out at that time when I wrote it to people on the subway in Philadelphia. Just wanted somebody to hear me, I guess. So this is kind of, it's got to be the longest, it is the longest title of anything, of any of these one-page things. Oh, let's go ahead and just put it out there in the ether. What do y'all say? Did you ever meet a guy that cried every night? I do. That's to say I want to, which is the same. I've cried so hard and long and loud, I feel I can't cry anymore, so I write this. I'm screaming inside. I don't know how to stop it. Everything I do, I must try to do as well as I can do it. Every time, of course, I fail. Always I see I can do better. That tells me I'm not good enough. I must try harder, always knowing it won't be good enough. I scream inside to cry. I'd cry for someone to hold. I'd ask she'd be beautiful and understanding, we would make love. But to find that which I need, honesty must prevail. I must allow myself to reach that awful low point of despair only I know, so she can pick me up from it. I try to find someone to love me, by letting her know of my screams, but she cannot. Unless I fall to the depths I can't stand, she won't understand. My description of my acting out of my known feelings aren't true, are only superficial. Love returned to me is true, but unacceptable as it is given to my superficial self. I don't cry every night, I scream, help me. I think tonight maybe I'll let myself cry just a little, but it won't get the job done. It won't be a release. It'll only make matters worse. And as I walk through the day tomorrow, I'll be screaming inside to cry that much harder. As I continue, as I try harder every day to be better for her when she comes, I must ask in a whisper, where is she? Beauty everywhere, love offered again and again, and I scream for help as I whisper, where is she? I don't know. I recognize I'm very self-conscious as I'm reading right now, and I could read that entire thing with some different tone if I felt. I seem to be over sensationalizing this thing. It's just it's over dramatizing. I think I was over dramatizing rather than just reading. A lot of people read in a monotone. I never could. They even put me in a slow reading class one time in third grade when I switched schools, and I noticed it was because there was a girl next to me that she could read and total monotone the whole way and just boom, 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 read those words off just like that. But when I get anything to read, I got to put emphasis to it. I have to read it the way it was meant to be read. Like if somebody's trying to say something, I don't know. How about when it's real? We'll throw right into that because it works coming up after that one I just said. When one person cries and feels a love has been lost, it has, but it has not. It is only, this is where I caught this earlier. I tried this thing, reading this. It's got it's mistyped. This one's one of the rare, most of all my writings are cursive. I just handwritten. So it's rare for it to be typed. This one is, but let's see if I can go over the plastic and cross it out, because it throws me off. Because I'm pretty sure I typed it, but put it on I was trying to figure out how to get it to put it on the computer and then print it out, and I guess I figured it out enough to make this thing. When one person cries and feels a love has been lost, it has, but it has not. It only means that one person who's crying has taken it as far as he or she can go. That one is stopped and is waiting for the other to reply, save the love, recognize the love. The one is stopped and is waiting for the other to reply and save the love, recognize the love. We ask of the other, feel me. Do not believe that the love is lost before the reply. It's only that it may be lost or found that is so overpowering. The other has the power that has been entrusted to save us. When we truly feel for another, we know, the other knows, God knows, so I don't know why I bring it up, and as it is needed again and again, when it is real, we always get a second chance. And it just sounds kind of stupid, doesn't it? Just kind of goofy, stupid. I think that's probably why. Proposal. I'm not going to read proposal. I should save that. Let's see. I wrote it February 9 of 91, so over 35 years ago. So I'll just have to save it a little longer. Oh man, I am laughing as I am doing this. Anticipation. What am I up to? 21 minutes. Nobody in their right mind would watch this video. Yeah. And this is not what I really want to do online. I'd rather talk freely. I certainly would rather not be reading. Okay, anticipation. You knew it was coming. Now you've seen her again. It was just as it had to be. She was every bit as beautiful, nice, inviting, and warm as you had hoped. She was just as cold, just as short with you as you had feared. You were sophisticated, smooth, gallant, and attractive as you had dreamed. You were fumbling and inarticulate as you worried you might be. Yet now that you've left those circumstances surrounding your meeting, you realize you desire to see her again more than ever before, and you dread the day just the same. All this for her because you desire her touch and to touch her. All this for her, your love. Response and a feeling of love. I wonder what it is in me that has me say I love her when as yet we've hardly met. And then I tried to answer that conceptually, and it's really bad writing, so if I don't get through it very smoothly, blame me from 35 years ago. Don't blame me today. Conceptually, what something abstract is to you is what it is. Consequently, all we conceive can only be understood by others, understood in their way, using the common ground of physical evidence. Sight, sound, smells, and other phenomena can mean something different to everyone, but at least we can all accept the physical aspect of those things and talk of them. To live together, we must basically put aside our own knowledge of life and seek always others. How do you think? While I don't seek from others, I will try to explain how I do. But how does one convey a feeling? I wonder what it is in me that has me say I love her when as yet we've hardly met. An angel. Pretty easy. I don't know why I had to go into all that conceptual stuff. Love. Love is a fun one. I'm just throwing them out there now. I figure I really don't want to go over 30, and I'm at 24. I got sleepless night. How about love? I love my little Christmas tree in the corner of my shelf. I love my little TV. I love my little room with the TV and shelves in it. I love my clock and the thermometer and barometer on the wall. I love the little thermometer or the little thermostat I set the room temperature with. I love my time here on my land and in my house. I love my time alone, and I love the time I spend with others. I love working on all the projects I find time to. I love riding each and every motorcycle I own. I love driving each car. I love writing in this book. I love each and every minute of each and every day, whether I'm under a car, greasy and dirty, eyes watering from grease, or lying in bed, eyes pleasantly watching TV. I love knowing all my thoughts and feelings. I love making money, selling my cars, and being a service to others. I love my torque wrench. I love my half-inch impact wrench, too. I love my new leather jacket. I love that I am organizing my life. I love most of all things to dream of loving. I love to imagine my lover and imagine being loved. I love her and love being loved by her when she comes. I have written all these words. I love that with all these things said that are so true, and with the knowledge of my deep and true love for her, maybe now soon I will learn to love myself. Love. Who needs it? Ooh. All right. I am just being way too fake. I just have to hide any seriousness, and that is detrimental to the understanding of what I would have understood from all this tonight that I've done. I'll throw in stuck is on my way, and then we're out of here. Stuck on my way. Life, it seems, is a series of infinite. It's not. The is missing. But I quickly figured it out. I quickly figured out the is missing on this sentence. But then I had to stop and let everybody know. All right, stuck on my way. Life is, it seems, a series of infinite choices. As life progresses in any one direction, those choices become more defined. Each time we step, we abandon some choices and create new ones. As time marches, so do we. We step beyond the past and into the future. At times, we become stuck in our tracks. Those I see are times when all the choices offered us are, or some of them are, equally attractive or equally unattractive. We can't make up our minds as to which path to take, for not wanting to leave behind our ability some options. It is the attractive options I speak of. They are why we will choose any unattractive option. I feel I have found a time in my life where I dare not step in any direction for fear of losing the only things I live for. I fear the loss of options I want to have. As long as I don't limit my life to being a mechanic or a factory worker or a wanderer on the open highway, I don't limit the possibilities that I may choose. A lady of my taste. It's scribbled here. Or that I may meet a person to build a relationship with that I would be satisfying and rewarding, for me as career is concerned. As long as I take no steps, some part of me sees that all steps are open to me. The choices only become limited by time's passing, and I cling steadfastly to those leaving as I make no moves in the desire they won't go. They do, and I hope only one day to be able to accept my new choices and be excited by them. I hope one day again to step strongly along my direction And when desirable choices of advancement in career and involvement in intimacy come, I desire, I accept to step in those directions too. As time takes over and dictates, and I step, let it be toward a happiness on earth, self-discipline plans, and another's companionship and love protects. As I finish this piece of written disclosement, may I wish it to be read one day by the most desired girl in the world. Whoever she is, and that she is my wife. And now as I write, I will add, I wish those steps be swift. And now as I realize I'm stuck, I wish those steps be clear. Now as I sit back and wait for that time to break the tie in my mind, I am afraid still. The more I realize how we lose options, the less willing I am to pursue them. It is irrelevant how I will come out of this, as time is in control now, not me, and yet it is totally relevant, as that will control my path to her. I wait, I write, and wonder, who will she be? That was Stuck on My Way. We're at 31 minutes and 38 seconds. Way too long a video to post anywhere. So that's what I'm going to do. And I have no intention of being someone who reads his 35-year-old one-page wannabe poems as my only skill in oration. I think some part of me is a bit of an orator, and I'm certainly a storyteller, so I certainly could tell some stories, and I probably would like to do that. I also have possibly some help on or at least some insight into what's happening in this world. I think I have some thoughts along how this whole system works, but that's probably for a whole nother way of looking at things, a whole nother channel, I guess we'd say. And I'll just have to get used to having like one big tooth and one smaller tooth, two teeth that show when I talk. Why not? I'm eccentric, but well respected for my intellect and my life story. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm eccentric. I'm well